20... blah, 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 blah. Hello again and welcome back to March Bain's Midlife Dolly Crisis. So I think we can all agree that 2021 has been quite a year for lots of different reasons. Doll-wise, it's been pretty good, I think. There's been lots of new dolls coming out. We've had the relaunch of Cindy, we've had loads of new Barbies and stuff like that. And one of the things that Mattel has released is the Barbie Looks dolls. I presume they're called Barbie Looks dolls because we spend most of the time looking for the dolls than actually being able to get them. But I've actually got one to unbox today, so I shouldn't really grumble. They seem to have been going in and out of stock a lot. I mainly look online, so I don't know what it's actually been like in stores. Certainly over here in Europe, they've kind of done a lot of they're there, then they're not there, then they're there, then they're not there. And still now, they're kind of, again, going in and out of stock a lot. Hopefully, some of the others will return. So I'll be looking on various Amazons, not just .co.uk, which is the nearest one because Ireland doesn't have its own, which is kind of annoying. But I've also looked on the Italian one and the German one and the Spanish one and also the French one. I got the doll that I'm going to open from .co.uk, from the UK one. She was one of two that I really wanted. Hopefully the other one will make its way back into stock at some point. Fingers crossed. She was $26.99. Now in the US, I think they're retailing at like $19.99. And if you buy it from one of the European Amazon sites in euros, the dolls are about $29.99. They are kind of aimed at adult collectors more than children. The sort of the style of them and the looks of them. It's very much for people who are interested in style and fashion and photography and obviously posability, which children aren't that interested in. I think they're more like funky fashions, bright colours and, nice makeup and hair and stuff like that. So for them, they're kind of catered for. They've got the fashionistas, and they've also got the Barbie Extra line as well. So this is the girl who I'm going to be unboxing today. So, as I say, there were two I wanted. This was one of them. Again, she kind of went in and out of stock a lot, and I managed to kind of nab her just at the right time. But she wasn't due in stock for like 2 months. And I ended up getting her earlier than expected. So that was something. The other one, which is the blonde one, is kind of vanished altogether. I'm hoping she'll come back into stock, but who knows? So anyway, we are going to unbox her and see what all the fuss is about. I'm quite excited. I've not had a Barbie on a made-to-move body before, so I'm kind of interested to see how well they pose. I'm expecting huge things because everyone goes crazy about made-to-move bodies. So yeah, let's have a look and see what she is like. So here is our Looks doll. So it says Barbie Signature Looks on the box. And then the rest of it is kind of got looks in huge letters on this side here. And there's lots of information on the back, which I'll read in a second. And then it's got model 2, number 2. There we go. Model number 2. I don't know who... there is an order. Okay, so they do have numbers on them here. So, we've got a lot of different languages here. I guess on the American packaging, you probably only got it in English and maybe Spanish. I don't know. So anyway, it says here, introducing the Barbie Looks doll. Each is ready to style, pose, photograph and post. So they're very kind of modern dolls. The idea of posing them and photographing them and then posting them presumably on like Instagram or whatever. So yeah, so there are 6 in the series. This one is number 2. They don't necessarily have names, although I believe that their face moulds have names. The face mould for this one is called Elle, which is cute. But yeah, so the other dolls are here. There are 4 female dolls and 2 male dolls, or should I say 4 Barbie dolls and 2 Ken dolls. So the other one that I really wanted was this blonde girl here. Fingers crossed that she will come back in stock at some point. So let's get this girl out of her box. The box is very kind of like minimalist. It's obviously aimed more at adults than it is for children. There's no kind of like garish colours or, you know, a nice sort of like almost sort of cartoony image of them. And it does even come with a doll stand, which is great because, you know, I kind of wish more dolls came with them, to be honest. But yeah, let's open this girl up and see what she is like face to face, as it were. So I've removed her from her outer box anyway. I've not taken anything off yet. Mine seems to have a lot of loose hair. I don't know if that is common. Hopefully it's fine. I think probably most of it was probably in the box. So yeah, I don't know. I'm also hoping these don't have those annoying Kimble tag things in, which, as we all know, are annoying and awful. Anyway, let's get her out. I'm hoping not to have to cut her out, to be honest. From what I can feel, I think you just have to kind of release the hands and things, maybe. So the back of the packaging. Oh, okay. So normally the back of these packaging have like a ton of sellotape and stuff on them. This one doesn't seem to have as much. So presumably that is going to make it easier to get her out. Maybe. Now I want to be careful with some of this because I think that there is. I think there's supposed to be I can't speak. I'm drunk. I think there's meant to be like a certificate with them, but I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if that is it, which is a bit disappointing. If that is it, it's like a really badly. Yeah, maybe this is a certificate. It would have been nice if it was on card or something you could actually keep rather than that. I would think was, oh, that's nothing. I'm gonna put in the bin because it's like on really thin paper. It could be like instructions for something. Anyway, I'll try and keep that with the box. We also have the base here of the doll stand. So that's the base bit, and then this is kind of the clippy bit. So just a little update. If you're happy just to snip away at plastic ties and stuff, it's going to be incredibly easy to get her out. These things you kind of have to feed through the holes in the back. And then there's kind of these kind of rubbery band sort of type ties around like her feet and stuff like that. Also, unfortunately, we have our old friends, the Kimble tags. I don't know why they felt they had to put those in her head as well. She was very secure in there without having to put those in. I don't get it. But anyway, they're there, and I guess we have to live with it, really. I'm debating, and oh, okay, that came out very easily. I do have some pliers. I've seen people pliering them out. I just don't want to like. I'll probably do it and the head will explode or something, like something out of Scanners. I don't really. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. So that was pretty easy. Here we go. So let me clear away all this rubbish, and then we will have a look at the doll properly. Yeah, so she was reasonably easy to get out, as you saw. I did try and get the post for the doll stand out without breaking the box. Unfortunately, I couldn't manage to do that. I'm sure there's a way of doing it. It was probably just me being ham-fisted with it. But yeah, so she is all out. This is everything you get with her. I'm going to try and show you her face if I come a bit closer. So she is a very pretty doll. Her makeup is quite subtle. Also, I've been told that her eyes are smaller than that of a regular Barbie, because obviously she's not meant to look like a doll, she's meant to look like a person, I guess, rather than, you know, a kind of like a cartoony version of what a person would be. She's more kind of realistically proportioned eye-wise, I guess. Eyes tend to be exaggerated on dolls anyway. She comes in this kind of simple one-piece outfit, which is kind of like a jumpsuit. It ties at the back. There is, I believe, yeah. So on her back there is some double-sided tape, which I guess is to keep that in. I'm still finding little bits of hair everywhere. I guess we should be used to kind of shedding and stuff like that with dolls anyway. It's just the fact it's kind of very sort of like tiny bits rather than longer bits. Maybe they were giving her a quick haircut before they boxed her, who knows. So yeah, so obviously I'd like to remove this double-sided tape from her back, which shouldn't be too difficult. There wasn't a huge amount. I presume it was just to kind of keep the straps down, although again, the way she was packaged, I doubt they would have moved much, to be honest. And then she has these sort of silver boots on at the bottom here. So yeah, the ankles move, which is kind of weird. I kind of... One is moving more than the other, which is always a great sign, isn't it? Hopefully it's still attached. I know that people really like articulation, and as much as we moan about fashionistas not having any, ankle joints always really concern me, because I'm always worried that as I'm either putting a shoe on or taking it off, I'm going to accidentally pull the foot off as well. So I'm less bothered about the idea of ankle articulation than I am of, you know, other articulation on the doll. So yeah, there's obviously a lot more articulation with her than just her ankles. So she has kind of double jointed knees, which are kind of a bit crazy. And obviously, you know, they have to do this with plastic and joints, stuff like that. So she's not going to look as realistic as a person when they bend their knee, because I don't think we normally have a flat bit there. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. She's a little bit stiff, but I guess she has probably been in the box for a little while. So she can kneel, kind of. Yep, there we go. Obviously you can't see it that well. It's kind of weird having a doll which can move this much. But then there's no pleasing people, is there? So I think so she's got like a torso bit here, which I think also moves. Her legs will move in and out and up and down and round. Obviously she's a little bit restricted because of the outfit. Her arms are kind of on a ball joint thing, so they will move around and out. Her elbows, similarly to the knee, are meant to be double jointed. The plastic feels quite different on part of the arm. I don't really want to... Is that... Oh, okay. I'm trying to move stuff that doesn't seem to want to move, and I don't really want to move it too much. So she also has wrist movement there. The hands feel quite rubbery, which I'm presuming is how they're meant to feel. So they're obviously a different kind of plastic to the rest of it. So she can touch her own face, which I know is a big thing with the whole articulation thing. Having, you know, a doll that can actually touch her own face, or even, you know, pick up a phone or eat or drink or whatever. So yeah, there is that. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to, actually, all of this movement. We kind of... There we go. As I say, she is a little bit stiff. I guess that is to be expected. Also, you don't want a doll that is so loose that she's not going to be able to hold her poses. So yeah, so let's put the stand together and see what she's like on that. These, I'm guessing, are always quite... Oh, I'll put it the wrong way. I was going to say, these are probably all very similar. I'm sure when you get... If you get one or you get a stand, you won't do it the wrong way. So, yeah, then that will just go around the waist. I mean, it's kind of great when they come with stands, really, isn't it? So yeah, what I thought would be interesting is, I'm going to take off the stand again for a second, because I'm going to bring in a fashionista so we can compare them. So here we go. So this is a curvy. I forgot to say that this Looks doll is also on a curvy body. So pretty much body size they're going to be the same, which means they can wear each other's clothes, I guess, as well. But yeah, so obviously this doll, you know, only moves very basically. You can also tell a huge difference with the faces as well, in that one of them is more realistic looking than the other one. The eye size on these isn't actually that different. So maybe on different dolls, you know, the eye sizes are going to be more noticeable, in that the Looks dolls are going to have more sort of like have smaller eyes. There's a lot more detail with the makeup on this one, but then of course, you know, when you compare it to a fashionista is like, I don't know, €10, sometimes less, sometimes a little bit more, whereas this doll is you know, like 3 times as much, more or less. So yeah, you would kind of expect more, you know, better quality in this doll. And at the moment, I'm quite happy, I think. The outfits that they've got all of the Barbie Looks dolls in are quite simple. I guess they're kind of stylish, quite sort of fashionable. Also colour-wise, basically all the dolls are in either black or white or a combination of the two. She's slightly different because she's got silver boots on. But yeah, I think the other dolls, they're all in black and white, which, you know, is a very kind of like very stylish, very kind of like classic looks. So so yeah, this is her. It's going to be very interesting dressing her and being able to pose her and stuff like that. That's for sure. So have you got any Barbie Looks dolls yet? As I say, I had a few problems trying to get hold of them. Hopefully it's going to be better. I believe there is going to be a second wave, or, you know, there's been pictures, so I'm presuming that means there's going to be a second wave of them. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and whether or not you're thinking of getting them, or if you've got them all or whatever. I don't think I will get all of them, but certainly, you know, I want to get at least the blonde girl, but yeah, we'll see. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and remember to like the video if you liked it. If you didn't, well, I don't know what you can do about that. But yeah, so take care, and I will see you very soon. Bye.